Go ahead. Yeah. Give it to him. You get the crown, boy!
What am I handed the crown for?
Because you was right.
About?
He was right about somebody needing to take over DC and get them on the track of Marvel. And guess who's doing it?
James Gunn.
God. Put that crown on, boy.
That's right. I knew it.
Someone heard you.
Somebody heard
Somebody
me.
up high was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and hire James Gunn.
That's right. Let's go ahead and start this show.
Get right into it.
One of the greatest temptations I'm facing right now is getting lazy with my style and saying I ain't appreciating Mike's town. I serve too small a market, I need a larger target. You know, a broader audience who's spending dollars on this. And as of right now, this temptation for making some crazy statements, complaining, but I know how pride sounds. I'm everybody's favorite, maybe one of the greatest. The peak of every playlist. You'd be a lame to hate this, but the truth is it's foolish to say this. So please bear with my foolishness, cause I've concluded it's stupid to fake it. I Google my name too much, think that my fame is just.
Today we are going to have a decisive discussion, guys. Today we are, debatable, decisive, but still decisive though.
Yeah.
Debatable, decisive discussion about Marvel versus DC and which one that we think currently, as of now, the year 2022 is better.
Now, every movie from each genre is free game, right?
Yeah.
Like the original Batmans with like
Well, for me,
Is it just for this?
I was thinking DCEU, MCU.
okay. So like the newer DC stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and then shows are included now too.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, and since if there's a way of connecting the connective tissue like Marvel's been doing, and connecting like the Spider-Man movies and stuff like that can kind of go into the argument too, as far as the movies go.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Well, I'll start off.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Well, I'm a Marvel fan for sure, big time, and I'm sure these guys are as well.
Oh, yeah.
But so far, DC has been winning with Black Adam, the Batman, and
I mean, Peacemaker this year too.
Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Those three movie shows were top notch. As far as with Marvel, Thor was not as good.
But Black Panther,
But we haven't,
We haven't
seen
got
it.
that yet, so we can't base that off our discussion right now.
Will it be good? For sure.
I definitely think so.
Yeah. What you guys think?
well, but we also had Doctor Strange this year.
True.
Top tier.
That one was top tier. But like I said, DC has been more consistent.
DC has been hitting hard this
Yeah.
year. Now, but if we go back a few years, DC was just swinging and missing.
They were.
Hold on, real quick. We cannot skip over or gloss over the fact that we were supposed to have a Flash movie this year. Now things happened with this whole situation with it, but at the end of the day, hey, we were still promised a release date. We didn't get it. Let's not ignore that.
Yeah.
Also, they canned a whole $90 million movie.
Batgirl.
You said just cancel, throw the whole thing
I was
away.
like, yeah.
Nah.
But that's $90 million worth of waste, and then
That's not my money.
but telling the fans that this is what we're going to give you, and this is what we're working on, and blah blah blah, and then just for us not to get it.
I think that would have been a good show or a good movie. I'm sorry.
I thought it was gonna be a show.
No, it's gonna be
That's
a
probably why.
They had a Batgirl show that I believe they just canceled.
Batwoman.
Batwoman. Okay.
Wasn't it the same actress?
No.
The black girl.
It was not.
Oh.
It was.
They don't watch the CW shows.
Yeah,
y'all. I have.
That's where that's where DCEU has been falling.
Yeah.
Except
the CW.
Peacemaker kind of brought it all back. And
But you can kind of say that some of the CW shows kinda in a multiversal fashion are related because the Flash he made a cameo on the Flash TV show, the movie version of Flash.
I remember.
Also, is Ezra Miller still going to be the Flash?
In this movie, I
So
believe
he is
so.
He is.
After all the trouble he's went through, he's still gonna be in it.
I mean, they after all he did, they still made recordings before and all this and that. And why waste another? You already wasted $90 million on canning Batgirl. Why waste a bunch of millions more on just canning the whole Flash movie?
Now, they are being Warner Bros. Is being sold. Not to say that we won't see the Batgirl movie come out after the sales final, because they're going to need to recoup some money to pay for the debt that they're acquiring with Warner Brothers.
I agree.
So they might be shelved for right now. They could still give it to us.
Now, I am very glad that they finally got some type of leadership going on in DC Studios with putting James Gunn and another person as co-CEOs. James Gunn, he is phenomenal, and he's a big comic book fan. You can tell just based off his work. And
specifically, the Peacemaker, right?
Peacemaker.
I think he was
the director.
The director, yeah.
And, of course, Suicide Squad 2.
Yep.
So he did those 2 movies for DC. And then still doing the Guardian stuff. You know, so I think Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is probably going to be his last job with Marvel Studios. So it might be a bittersweet, exit for him,
He'll do good on that one. The Guardians have been
he did great on the Guardians movies,
yeah.
People
thought it was going to flop, but ended up selling a lot.
And we're not going to have him in Marvel anymore.
Right.
So no more Marvel James Gunn.
Well,
so
they're already letting the quality slip, so why don't
dang.
Here you go, get done.
But if he could,
he could turn this whole
he can
DC
turn the whole
series
thing around. I mean, he knows the value of these comic book movies. You know what I mean? It's something that people wrap around pop culture. You know what I mean?
He could give us another Justice League.
He can do it better.
And yeah.
He can also do his own space movies over there the same way he did it with Marvel, and you can create something way better.
I think if he expands the DC universe and brings the Watchtower in, because I don't know if they've done that yet since I didn't watch the shows, but if he brings the Watchtower in, they could expand and do a whole bunch of stuff with more characters and have these one-offs, almost like Marvel did with Werewolf, with some of these characters that they don't want to do a whole lot with.
And if you do more stuff with the shows, do what you did with Peacemaker. Like, give other characters like their own story arcs on the side. And I think that'd be good for the HBO Max app as well. I mean, that'll bring in more subscribers. And I know they're interchanged right now, but it's still HBO Max as of right now.
But I think that's where these superhero, they could thrive if they just did one-off seasons of a random character and just showed them kind of living their life and doing their superhero thing. Yeah. If they did more shows like that, we could get random characters coming in, Static Shock.
Yeah.
Look,
to me, I think they do so good because they're just so much mature.
Yeah.
More violent.
DC?
Yeah.
More dark.
Well,
more dark.
The Batman, they gave us a more dark, violent.
Yeah.
I mean, he was beating the hell out of some people. But look, DC, if you're listening to this, James Gunn, if you're going to do another movie, do a live-action Static Shock. You'll make millions. I want to check, though. I said it here now.
Who would you cast?
I think the kid from Stranger Things would be a good cast. I think this last season of Stranger Things, he kind of got into a more kind of crazy role where he didn't know where he's fit in his friend group. But I think a nice serious movie where he's Static Shock, has the responsibility of a superhero, and I think that he would do really good.
I used to think, but he's a little bit older now, Jacob Lattimore would have been a good role.
Jacob Lattimore? Well,
you know who he is?
Doesn't ring a bell.
God damn, Jacob.
What's a movie or a show?
Let's see. He's The Chi. I don't know if you watched that. It's a real good show.
I haven't seen it.
Look it up.
We gotta start doing something.
We gotta do something.
Reviews on The Chi is a good show. It's a very good show.
What's that on?
I think it's on like it's not HBO. It's the opposite. Showmax or something like that.
I guess.
I mean, like I say, right now he's gotten older now,
okay.
so he's kind of gotten out of that whole teen typey vibe. You know, I mean, on the show,
Ride Along. He was in The Maze Runner.
Yeah, he was.
He does some serious movies.
That's some serious stuff. But during those times, he took on more of a teen role.
Yeah,
Maze Runner started like over 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Or was it 14? Well, one of those.
It was a long time.
It was a long time ago. So he's out of I would say, the teen type of role. But
I would also say that the guy from Everybody Hates Chris, he's way too old.
He's way too old now.
I think he could do the comedy aspect of that character, maybe not the serious side of it.
Yeah, so it's too late for him. But But back to the topic at hand, Marvel versus DC. Yes, this year I will say that DC has delivered on some of their projects. But look how long it took us to get a Black Adam movie. I got to give it to The Rock for really going, fighting these studios to say, hey, we got to push this character out there. We got to get it out there. The Rock did a lot of fighting for that character.
Yeah.
The Rock is Black Adam.
And they did it real well. I gotta give them that. And Marvel has been pushing back stuff, though, to give us a little bit more time in between movies.
But at the same time, they still give us, even though they pushing stuff back, they still give us a lot of things. And another thing, too, I had said, and I think I said this on the show, that they shouldn't release 2 Avengers movies in 1 year.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they pushed the other one back.
Pushed the one back, so now it's in the next year.
So that it can build the anticipation the same way they did with Infinity War and Endgame.
Now...
That was a year apart, right?
Yeah.
Now, it just depends on if the quality of the movie's the same. Because if you have a crap movie, you really anticipating a great movie?
I don't think that they're going to fall flat on these Avengers movies.
I don't know.
It's not the same directors no more either. With the Russo brothers, so who knows?
I mean, but that's what but they're still keeping some of the same directors. I think one of the directors from the Shang-Chi movie is going to be directing Kang the Conqueror, Kang Dynasty, and I think that there's a rumor stating that I would say Ryan Coogler, Brian Coogler, the director for Black Panther, is going to be the director of Secret Wars. That's a rumor I've heard.
Okay.
So it's like you still keep an aspect of someone who knows this franchise and someone who's involved with these characters who are also involved with these actors,
Also, maybe they can get some young directors in, because it seems like there's only like 5 dudes that can direct a movie good. If they can get some younger directors in, maybe we can get some new talent.
Who do you think didn't do a good job as far as directing? Name a movie and then...
who directed Taiki Waititi, Thor? Terrible.
Yeah, he did.
Terrible.
The newest story, whoever did that.
But y'all loved his last
I'm saying his
movie.
last name wrong. Taiki Waititi. It was just so bad. What did he do before that?
He did Thor Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok, dope. I don't know what happened. Thor Ragnarok, awesome.
He just thought, let's put all humor.
Yeah, maybe that's why this one wasn't as good. Thor Ragnarok was serious towards the end. Asgard's not a world, it's a people.
He's been doing a lot of comedy type of
maybe
films.
That's what it was.
Like, I don't know if y'all seen his movie Jojo Rabbit.
I've seen pictures of it, but I never seen it.
Yeah, it was a lot of comedy in that one too. So,
and
go ahead.
I was gonna say that's why I like switching up to DC sometimes because
they get more serious.
I want some more serious, dark stuff instead of just all humor.
Well, Henry Cavill's back.
Right.
He's gonna be Superman again.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see the next movie he's in. Shazam, that one's getting ready to come out. Don't think it's gonna be that good.
It doesn't look good.
I didn't even watch the first one.
I heard that, and there's a rumor that I heard that The Rock was supposed to be in that one, but some way that I guess they took him out of the Shazam sequel. I'm like, why?
It makes sense for him to be there.
It makes sense because they're both relatable characters. You know what I mean? It's super related. Their powers are really the exact same.
Yeah, maybe they couldn't find out a reason for The Rock to leave Egypt in the Shazam movie.
I thought he's not in Egypt.
I thought it was.
It's a different country.
Black Adam?
Black Adam, yeah.
Oh,
I thought
It's like a Knock or something.
Yeah,
Kuwait
or something like that.
So maybe they didn't have a reason for him to leave that area. Yeah. So then they had to cut him from the movie because the only reason he would be out of there is for a certain reason. So, or unless he found out about Shazam and was like, "Oh, what the hell."
All right. Yeah, I mean, well, he's a good guy now too, though. So
they're making all the villains good now too. So.
And then from there too, they can mess it up by giving him like some type of brainwashing thing to where he goes evil. So that's the reason.
Black Adam. Oh, I was just brainwashing people.
That's a weak excuse. I mean, it's The Rock, though.
I was just gonna power through this.
It's The Rock, though. Right? Nobody's brainwashing The Rock.
I did
but
hear.
I'm saying, why would Superman try to fight him? What would be
Superman, they already set it up if he leaves.
He said, "I've never seen the world more scared." He said, "I've never seen somebody scare the world."
But I'm saying, like, that's why I said they can mess it up by doing something dumb like that.
Oh well, yeah.
Trying to brainwash.
Okay. If they brainwash
him or something.
Brainwash Superman or Black Adam?
Black Adam.
Okay. I just
brainwash The Rock. I mean, he's The Rock.
I mean, Superman can go bad too.
Yeah, he could.
I think we saw a little bit of that.
Well, but
When
he
he fought
goes
the
super
Justice
bad,
League.
where like the Joker killed Lois Lane,
And he killed the Joker.
and he killed the Joker, and then just enslaved all of humanity.
I think it'll be a long time before.
Oh, that's an injustice theme. I don't even think we'll ever see that.
I think we will eventually. Maybe one. Maybe
Maybe
one
we'll
day.
get a movie where Batman has to take down the Justice League because they're all being brainwashed because they have been brainwashed in the past, and Batman has a way to take down every single Justice League member, which is one thing Tony Stark did not know. Tony Stark did not have a way to take down everybody.
Well, he had a prep way of taking down the Hulk. So
He
give him
did.
credit for
I
that,
guess he
though.
was preparing for
He
everybody.
was prepared for the. And at the end of the day, Civil War locked them all up. Already had a
Locked
power
them all
collar
up.
for Wanda. Already had a collar for her.
Locked her up.
Come on now. And that's before the X-Men was even brought
God.
in. God dang.
Now, I did hear that somebody, I don't remember if they even stated the director, but somebody has talked to both Marvel and DC and is trying to get them on board for a Marvel versus DC movie.
I think that'd be $1 trillion crossover.
That would be a crazy movie, though.
It would be a dream come true movie though.
That would be like 3 directors on the film.
Oh my god.
I think so.
And years to film.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's appropriately 4 hours, not
oh yeah.
the Justice League movie.
God.
Which was great. The Snyder Cut.
I didn't even watch it.
Dang.
But back to the DC versus Marvel. Who do you guys think will win? Avengers or the Justice League?
I got it character by character if we want to go like that.
We can.
Hey, did you ever watch those fan films? Like an animator, they put on some fan films on YouTube
I don't
where he had
When they're in the-
Avengers versus Marvel
No,
versus
I
DC fighting each other. Y'all gotta watch it. And they did some crazy stuff like
Like Shrek and them and Shaggy.
No,
Not that
you're
long.
thinking of that new game that they came out
Okay.
with.
I've
He's
seen
talking
it.
about like an animation fights.
Yeah, I seen the one where they had, of course, DC versus Marvel.
Yeah.
All of them was fighting, but it was specifically a fight with Iron Man versus Batman. I thought that was kind of entertaining.
Iron Man would one tap Batman. Let's just be honest.
But Batman, I mean, you gotta see the fight to see that some things that you'd be like, okay, I know this is fan made, but I think Batman would do what they're displaying, and so.
I don't know. I got Iron Man all day
I
against
always
Batman.
hear just give Batman prep. Some
Give him prep time.
That's the thing. If
Oh,
Batman fights somebody and he lose, he now knows his opponent. Same way he fought Bane. He lost to Bane, but when he went back and fought Bane, he knew. his own
So
strategy
are we
and all
saying that they get to fight once and then they both know how to fight and then they come back? Come on, Batman. If he doesn't have prep time, lose.
I'm more Iron Man
Batman.
though. I'm just saying
Yeah.
as far as
Now
strategy.
Batman versus Captain America.
Hold on, back to Batman. Batman can easily.
He could hack his suit
Hack his suit
somehow,
easily.
but he got quality.
I would say
quality
Robin could hack a suit more than Batman could because Robin was like a good hacker.
Batman's way
Batman's
smarter
way
than
smarter.
Batman's
I mean, he
way
did learn from
smarter.
Batman, so maybe.
Then
Batman-
on top of that, Batman can have Alfred working for him the same way Iron Man can have Jarvis work for him.
Gosh, yeah, there's no way his suit's getting hacked if he's got Jarvis. Jarvis
Iron
has
Man's
that
been hacked
locked
sometime,
down.
hasn't he?
No, Ant-Man shrunk down and was pulling his suit apart from the inside.
Yeah, he.
But
was
even
that.
then, he flushed him out, and the suit fixes it.
But still, Batman. We're speaking of Batman. Batman can just.
I don't know. I'm saying Iron Man all day.
Batman can make his own suit. He has an armored suit that he used. Now, of course, it's not
Yeah.
as sleek as Iron Man's is, but that's he could at least put up a fight at least a while.
I'll say he'll give him a fight, but
But as far
You
as
think Iron Man
longevity,
will still-
Iron Man over
Iron
I
Man
Batman.
think so.
now you give Captain America versus him,
He'd be Captain America.
he'd be Captain
Because
America.
Captain America would hold back based on
Oh, yeah.
him being righteous. and
He would
justice.
lock onto that shield, and then Cap would be like, "Oh, give it to me."
But I don't think Cap doesn't have any weaknesses.
Oh, besides
They
that,
were both fighting, basically, as in hand to hand.
Batman would throw like a smoke bomb or something, and he'd knock out smoke.
Nah.
I think Cap's going down. Now, let me switch over to two characters that we've already kind of discussed: Dr. Fate versus
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
God damn.
I got Dr. Fate all day.
I'm gonna go with Dr. Fate. As
I'm
well.
gonna go with Doctor Strange, and I'm gonna explain why.
Okay.
Doctor Fate typically doesn't use additional magic or relics, but Doctor
that is
Strange
true.
has a multitude of magical relics that he could draw power from. Like we've already seen him use the Time Stone,
Yeah.
Of course his cloak, and there's all sorts of artifacts he has in his hall.
I'll give you that. I still think because Dr. Fate immediately goes into multiple clones.
Yeah, and
he used those clones.
And I heard in the movie he was holding back, so he didn't really use all his.
So you gonna hold back just to get?
I don't know if I agree with that he was holding back, because I mean,
I think he was.
I guess maybe he was because he didn't want the future that he saw to come true. But I also heard that there was supposed to be a secondary credit scene where the helmet was sitting on sand and got picked up by somebody, and then cut to black, so we didn't see who picked him up.
Well, they should have used it, but
they should have. That would have been an amazing scene.
It didn't happen, so I guess that's not even.
Once again, DC be copying Marvel, so
it's actually the other way around.
Oh, is it?
DC, some of their characters came out first.
Well, I would say as far as
I meant movie-wise, because they copied X-Men with the jet coming out from the ground.
They did copy it. The whole thing, the mansion, the whole mansion. They copied
the whole mansion thing.
I can't say nothing.
I had said that before too.
What if they had it first? You know,
we're
talking about theatrical.
We're talking about theatrics.
That looked just like the Charles Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters.
And then the way the floor opened up.
Come on now, that is straight X-Men.
Straight up.
I mean, I guess.
I had said that I seen that in the trailer.
Yeah.
I said it.
He said it, and then when I saw the movie, I was like, yeah, he's right.
I can see it, but I don't know.
Let's talk gods, though. Thor versus Superman.
Superman.
But is Superman officially a god, though?
He has god powers.
He's a Kryptonian.
I guess Thor's a god, and yeah, he's Kryptonian. I don't know.
I'm sure he can hold that hammer.
Hey, there's been comic books where he actually picked up Mjolnir.
I mean, what about Thor versus Superman?
That's what I said. That's not the...
Or the Hulk versus Superman. Both super strong.
I'm gonna go with Superman still.
He probably but the laser beam eyes just make him matter.
That would just keep making him angry.
I don't know.
And then the Hulk doesn't have kryptonite weakness. So what if Hulk gets some type of kryptonite type of deal, and he's like, he can't take him at that point. Gotcha. He can't take him. He couldn't even take Doomsday by himself.
Oh, that's true.
The Hulk. I mean, I know Doomsday don't compare to like Abomination because Doomsday's way stronger, and he had those energy beam type of in the movie franchise. He had those energy beams attacks, but he needed Batman and Wonder Woman's help to take him out.
Because didn't he have kryptonite on him? Doomsday.
They killed him with the kryptonite staff. But I will say he did just fight Batman when that happened too.